Your body has a built-in repair system that can break down damaged cells, clear out toxins, and recycle old material into new energy. And it costs you nothing. No supplement, no expensive treatment. In 2016, a scientist won the Nobel Prize for proving exactly how this works. By the end of this video, you'll understand this process completely. What it actually does, what it can't do, and exactly how to activate it safely. This process is called autophagy. The word comes from Greek. Auto meaning self, phagy meaning eating. Self-eating. That sounds alarming, so let's be precise about what it actually means. Your body isn't eating healthy, functioning cells. It's identifying damaged cell components, broken proteins, malfunctioning cell parts, cellular debris, and breaking them down to be reused as energy or raw material. Think of it like a recycling system inside every cell in your body. In 2016, Japanese scientist Yoshinori Ohsumi won the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine, specifically for discovering the mechanisms behind this process. That part is completely verifiably true. But here's where I need to correct something you'll hear in a lot of videos on this topic. Autophagy is not a Japanese secret. The concept was actually first described decades earlier by Belgian scientist Christian de Duve in the 1960s. Ohsumi's contribution, which absolutely deserved the Nobel, was uncovering the precise genetic mechanisms behind it. Real science, real discovery, just not a hidden cultural secret. Here's something important. Most content about this gets wrong. Autophagy isn't a switch that's normally off and only turns on when you fast. It's happening in your body right now as you watch this at what scientists call a basal level, a constant baseline rate of cellular maintenance. Fasting, exercise, and certain stressors don't create autophagy from nothing. They increase the rate at which it happens. That distinction matters because it means your body is already doing this maintenance work every single day. The question is whether you're supporting that process or working against it. So what actually increases autophagy? The most well-studied trigger is fasting. When you stop eating for an extended period, your body's stored sugar, glycogen, gradually depletes. Once that happens, your body needs to find alternative energy sources. This is when autophagic activity tends to increase. Now, you'll often hear a very specific number that autophagy switches on at exactly 12 to 16 hours of fasting. Here's the honest scientific reality. There is no single universal number that applies to everyone. It depends on your metabolism, your activity level, what you ate before fasting, and your individual biology. Most research showing increased autophagic activity in that 12 to 16-hour range comes primarily from animal studies, mice, yeast, worms. Human research is still developing, though some recent studies do show increased markers of autophagic activity during extended time-restricted eating. So the honest summary is, fasting in that general range likely supports the process. But treating 16 hours as a precise on-off switch is an oversimplification. Now let's talk about what this can actually do for you, and where the claims go too far. First, cellular maintenance and aging. Animal studies show a clear link. Improving autophagy efficiency has extended lifespan in mice, worms, and yeast. In humans, we don't yet have direct proof that boosting autophagy extends lifespan. What we do have is reasonable evidence that better cellular maintenance supports healthier aging, which is a real benefit, just not the same as a guaranteed anti-aging switch. Second, weight and fat management. When you fast, your body shifts toward burning stored fat for energy. This is well established, but it's worth being clear when a 2026 review in Major Health Reporting found that intermittent fasting is not necessarily more effective than a standard calorie-controlled diet for weight loss. It works. It's just not magic compared to other approaches. Third, disease-related cellular cleanup. This is genuinely fascinating science. Autophagy helps clear out abnormal proteins linked to conditions like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. That part is supported by laboratory and animal research. But no study has shown that fasting or boosting autophagy prevents these diseases in humans. It's a promising area of research, not a proven cure or prevention method. Now, cancer. This is the part where I have to correct a common oversimplification. Autophagy's relationship with cancer is genuinely complicated. In early-stage cellular changes, autophagy may help prevent abnormal cells from forming. But here's the twist. Some established cancers actually use autophagy to survive and resist treatment. So it's not simply true that autophagy eats cancer cells. The reality is more nuanced, sometimes protective, sometimes exploited by the disease itself. This is an active area of ongoing research, not a settled, simple story. Let's also address something I hear constantly, that this process explains why Japanese people live longer. Japan does have one of the highest life expectancies in the world, but the honest reasons are well documented. Diet rich in fish and vegetables, low obesity rates, strong healthcare access, active daily lifestyles, and genetic factors. There's no solid evidence that autophagy specifically is the main reason for Japanese longevity. It's an appealing story. It's just not an accurate one. So how do you actually support this process if fasting isn't for everyone? You have real options backed by research. Option 1, intermittent fasting. Starting with something manageable, like a 12-hour overnight fast, then gradually extending toward 14 or 16 hours if it suits your body. Option 2, vigorous exercise. Sustained, demanding physical activity creates a kind of beneficial cellular stress that has been shown to stimulate autophagy pathways, independent of fasting entirely. Option 3, cold exposure. Cold showers or cold water immersion show some early evidence of supporting cellular adaptation. The evidence here is real, but weaker and more preliminary than fasting or exercise. You don't need to do all three. Pick the one that realistically fits your life and that you can do consistently, because consistency matters more than perfection. Now the most important part of this entire video. This process is not a replacement for medicine. Not for diabetes, not for high blood pressure, not for ulcer conditions, not during pregnancy. If you're on prescribed medication for any condition, talk to your doctor before changing your eating patterns significantly. Extended fasting without medical guidance can be genuinely dangerous for certain people, particularly those with diabetes, blood sugar conditions, eating disorder history, or who are underweight. This isn't a small disclaimer. It's a real safety requirement. So here's the honest, complete picture. Autophagy is real. It won a Nobel Prize for good reason. Your body performs this cellular maintenance constantly, and you can genuinely support it through fasting, exercise, or cold exposure. It likely contributes to healthier aging, better metabolic function, and cellular cleanup. What it is not is a miracle cure, a replacement for medicine, or a secret formula explaining an entire nation's longevity. It's solid, fascinating biology. And that's already impressive enough without exaggerating it. If this gave you a clearer, more accurate picture of how your body actually works, give it a like. It helps more people find this. And follow, because there is so much more coming.